they're about to get more money from you next year. As of this afternoon, 2026 season ticket prices are up another 4%. So that means from 2024 to 2026, season ticket prices have gone up 14% at Tennessee due to the quote unquote talent fee. Jordan, your initial thoughts on yet another price hike on Tennessee football tickets?
I am conflicted with it because I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to see Tennessee win, but I also want to be able to see Tennessee games. So it's a little, it puts me into a little bit of a predicament, like trying to comprehend the situation because, like, one side of me just wants to see Tennessee go out there and dominate, have more money, be able to pay their recruits and whatever they need to do to be successful. But on the same time, like, there's a lot of people. I mean, like the average person. I mean, these tickets prices. I mean, it's hard to find like even bad seats that are less than $200. And then like if you're trying to go in like the lower bowl like tickets, like if it's like a big game, like it could be like upwards to like $700. And like when you're talking about having like bringing your family there, like say you have a wife, like a couple of kids. I mean, it can be difficult to be able to afford these games. Not to mention, like if you're not from the Knoxville area, right? Like so, like for me, for example, like I live in Middle Tennessee, I would have to pay for all the gas to go out to Knoxville, probably pay about 40, $50 for parking somewhere there. And then on top of it, have to pay like these extreme like prices and stuff for tickets, which is disappointing. But I mean, like ultimately, like if Tennessee is going to be really successful, we're competing for national championships. I'll just say like that's, like that's just the problem of being successful. Tickets are going to be expensive. But I will say this, if Tennessee, I mean, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen. If Tennessee started to struggle and end up doing bad, then I don't think many fans would be happy about this price increase, to be honest.
Yeah, no, they'd be more than unhappy. They just wouldn't show up. I think that's part of the problem. But I mean, you look around, fans, journalists alike, they're just like, how on earth could a family of five growing up however many years ago afford to go to Tennessee athletic events in general? Because it's not just football that's getting expensive, it's all of the other sports too. They want all your money. And that's exactly what's happening. I wonder because a good portion of the Tennessee fan base will drive from West Tennessee to go see games in Knoxville every weekend that they're in town. I just wonder at what point, that you get to a place in which these tickets are so expensive and all those people just stop coming. They don't want to have to pay all those prices anymore. And I'm just thinking too, like I knew somebody who said, I'll probably go to the Mississippi State game this year. It's closer and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Guy that lives in Tennessee, by the way. Um, so, I mean, these are very real things to think about. And of course, like I said, the 10% talent fee is remaining in effect, according to Banner Dan's email here. So, yeah, you are going to have to pay all of that in your season ticket purchases over the next two seasons. And man, it's sad because I already know some people who are giving up their season tickets because of this. I won't name names, obviously, but you have obviously the talent fee, which is a big part of it. Not only are the ticket prices going up, but there is a lack of program loyalty, which I think also bothers some people too, because you're paying all of this money for mediocre talent to be supplied with all of this revenue, and you don't know if this kid's going to be back at Tennessee the next year. Some higher power, most notably the NCAA, needs to find a way to come in and fix some of this stuff. Just with some of the issues, like some of this can be solved from within. I still believe that, but I just think there are other things that everybody needs to come together on, not just the Tennessee leadership.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good point that I didn't initially think of. Like, well, like with players leaving and everything like that. Like, you have a talent fee. I mean, not only like would losing upset a lot of the fans if they had to pay this additional money, but then also too, like losing the pay, like the whole reasons, like, or a lot of this is because like they're trying to pay more players, but like you can't even like guarantee that they'll be on the roster next season too. I mean, I don't know. Like the one good thing about like college football, or like it used to be, is like, you had like a guy for about like 3 or 4 years that you could root
Yeah.
for, and then you could continue to go watch their NFL career and
Yeah.
support them after that. But now, like, I mean, you don't even know if your starting quarterback's going to be there. Like, as we found out with Nico and Malieva this season, like, and then like they sell merch related to that too. Like, take the tickets out of the equation, like the jerseys that they sell at the
Never buy a
school
jersey
shop.
again.
Yeah, for real. Or go back to the way it used to be where there's no names on the back. So at least you could support like some Tennessee player of the past or pretend like
Yeah.
that's what you're wearing.
Well, you couldn't do that without NIL in the first place. I think no, that is the reason why that came into effect. The names on the back of the jerseys, but yeah, it's all very problematic, and I get what these people are saying. Like, let's say you're watching Tennessee beat up on Ball State 59-3 with a few minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and you see this freshman in the game, and he's just running all over Ball State, and you're like, man, I can't wait to watch this kid in a year or two. Before you know it, he's gone. You'll never hear from him again, and it's really sad, but it is part of the reality, and I do think a big part of the frustration among fan base is just because not having program loyalty, I just think kills some of the love for a team.
Oh yeah, of course. And like I mean the NCAA is eventually, I mean, we've had NIL for like how long now? Like at least like 5 years, I feel like.
Yeah, I believe we're going into year 5 or have just gone into year 5.
Yeah, so about 5 years, and I feel like everyone's still on like the same page, trying to understand like how it works and everything. Like I still don't even know to this day like what goes into all the NIL. Like, but like with all these players leaving and everything like that, and so much uncertainty, like you would almost hope that there would be some sort of contracts in place where like players could not leave. Like if people like are going to get paid and stuff, and you want to treat it like it's a professional league, like similar to the NFL, then I think that there should probably be contracts in place as well.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, because I mean, like fans will be losing out of money, like paying for these tickets for these players that aren't even going to be there, and like the school's going to lose out money because they're not winning the games because they paid this guy that's going to end up going transfer to another school. I mean, like I just feel like there's too many holes in the NIL situation, and hopefully, like the NCAA can come up with a concrete plan to address a lot of these issues.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to. I don't know if the NCAA really has any power anymore, just after everything we've seen. Because, I mean, what was the last major incident in which the NCAA really flexed its muscles? Ole Miss in 2017, maybe?
Oh, it seems like they've lost everything as of late, like court battles and
Yeah,
everything like
because
that.
they put Ole Miss on the 2-year postseason ban. But I mean, beyond that, like I guess maybe Ohio State's bowl ban several years back, Penn State, and that whole situation.
Yeah.
Like those are the last ones I can think of. There's not much beyond those situations that the NCAA has really been able to just dog a team for. I mean, I guess Mizzou and Arizona State both had postseason bans since then. LSU did, but that's just a 1-year deal. Those programs have had better seasons since then, obviously, with, of course, Arizona State making a college football playoff the year after they got hit with the postseason ban, which is actually quite remarkable.